Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, as always, Disco Potato, coming at you live from the eSports training room. Now tonight, we have a great game of League of Legends that was postponed for today as rescheduled from Monday, because typically we have League Mondays. So, tonight we are going against the Jackrabbits. Jackrabbits is going to be nice. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. SDSU. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a delight, a real delight for sure. Getting into the night here. They're getting into lobby right now and we're setting on up. If you guys have been following, we were off for about a week and a half there. We had to shut down. We had a COVID risk going on, so we all kind of put everything on hold, and now we're back in action. Getting back in there. We're set up to give you guys a nice, solid stream. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. It's good to see everybody in chat. Got GK7319 in the chat. Good to see you. Maverick, as always. Today, we do have Maverick behind the scenes tonight. He's helping us out as our typical Cass is not feeling well. So he will join us later for another day. So it looks like we're off on a good start here. Griz banning the Victor, and then we have a Nivea ban, the Lulu, and then Viego going from SDSU. Griz setting up, getting that Evelyn ban, very interesting, and Udyr ban. All right, Udyr, I'm intrigued for that one. All right, they kind of seen our jungler and was like, I don't want that Jet Jaguar to pop off like he normally does. All right, Griz with the first pick here. It's gonna be interesting to see what they decide to do. Checking out here, I've never seen this layout for a draft pick before. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we hit the 0-second mark and there was no pick. Interesting. I'm pretty sure in chat we'll see a little pop-up hopefully of what that was supposed to be. We're taking a look. SDSU. Just throw down Heckrim. Okay, good. Really counter picking, trying to pull out these heavy pulls that our jungler's been doing. Although they haven't banned Set, which I'm interested about. All right, we have a Tristana pick, and then over here for Griz we have Misfortune, and then the second pick we're gonna take a look at what we got. What we're happening. Ooh, the Volibear pick. All right, to try to counter that Heckrim pick. Volibear against Heckrim is going to be really interesting. Heckrim has some good speed to him. I'm not going to lie. Volibear can get around pretty well, though. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Looks like Rel is going to be the pick for SDSU as the support comes on out there. Ooh. Feisty. All right, Galio as the first ban. All right, targeting out that potential support or that top lane. We don't, or mid lane, not top lane. But I guess Galio could go in the top lane. Yeah. Looks like we got Lucio ban. All right, the Yone ban for that mid lane. They're really targeting, I think, mid lane with the Galio and Yone ban offs there. All right, and there's the Kled ban. So it looks like they were trying to get that kind of top lane ban-ish over there with the Lucian and the Kled. Although the Lucian could be towards a mid laner who's really good at Lucian. You never know. Okay, Swain pick. I believe that is Swain mid from the looks of it. Could be Swain top. Yeah, you never know. Taking a look here. Okay, we got a Gnar hover. All right, could be the top lane. Could look at that Swain and go, I don't know if I want top lane against Swain as a Gnar. You know? It's really debating. All right, Gnar lock in. All right, last pick for the Griz here. take a look to see what it is. I'm unsure about what that top, what our first pick was, but we'll find out eventually one day. All right, and Nami. So it looks like our mid lane was the first pick, but we didn't see the pick. So I'm interested because they picked Aatrox in the top lane against Gnar, and then we have a Swain against somebody in the mid lane. We have Misfortune Nami against a Tristana Rel and Volibear Hecarim as jungle. That's gonna be interesting. I'm unsure what our mid laner is. Gonna have to find out soon. But I'm interested as well because it's got to be something that could go top. I'm assuming because their second ban phase, SDSU chose to ban out mid laners. They chose Galio and Yone, which are typically really good mid laners. So I'm really interested to see what we actually picked for our mid lane, because it could be an off mid. Find out. There's that Udyr. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what it is. Oh, that's right. They're picking in an order right now. So we'll see once we get to Chaos Master. It'll be third pick, which will be last, not last pick. There's the Volibear, and here's the mid lane. Okay. Seraphine. All right. That's why, because they thought we had picked our support and we hadn't. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Interesting. Could also, yeah, Seraphine could go top. She could go mid. She could go bot. Wow. That was a good first pick. I do know that our mid laner and our support player, the two of them are both really good Seraphine players. They like playing them a lot. And so getting that first pick Seraphine really gives us as a team the option of having her go mid or bot depending on what people ban. And in this case, they really banned out the mid lane, and so they wanted Chaos Master to get the Seraphine because they banned out a bunch of his stuff. Yes. Is it? Okay. If they're in order, that's Tristana mid and a Swain Rel bot. Or they just switched. I don't know. I can't tell from here. That's for sure. I'm interested in seeing that. Tristana against Seraphine. It's very interesting. I mean, if Tristana can place her bombs on Seraphine enough, then that could be good. If Seraphine keeps avoiding them and staying distanced, then Tristana really has to focus on getting those bombs on minions, trying to do damage that way, and hopefully Seraphine doesn't pay attention to it. If she places them right. Could be interesting. Take a look at that. I'm interested to see how the jungle goes. They really targeted our jungle this game. That's for sure. He had, 2 bans in the first round, and then they picked Hecarim, which is technically kind of another ban. They took it from him by picking it instead of banning it. So that was interesting. That was interesting to do, to try to think about that, even though we had first pick, so we could have first picked our jungle. And I think they might have been trying to bait that first pick jungle. And that's why we did eventually jungle, but back and forth. But yeah. So we're taking a look here. Getting in, we do have that 3-minute spectator delay we gotta wait for. But we're gonna take a quick little break for the game, and we will be back shortly. All right, see you soon. Alrighty, everybody. Looks like we're back on in here, taking a look. Oh, look at all these skins. They're so fancy. The Cosmic Destiny Nami. That skin's so cool. Skin's so cool. Pajama Guardian. Pajama Guardian was for. The Pajama Guardian skins are too good. They're too good. But High Noon Hecarim. High Noon Hecarims, bro. That's pretty good. It's pretty bog. Got that base Seraphine skin. Highlights of the game. Highlights right there. Alright, hopping on in. Nice little Hextech Crow right there. You see him just like vibing on the rock near the Griz symbol. Our logo in the bottom right. Something else. Alright, turning all of our toggles on and off. Yep. Let's take a look at the mini map while we're going. Oh, what's happening? We're checking out all sorts of stuff. Ooh, looks like SDSU definitely wants to invade. Down here, Misfortune's gotta go. Oh, Rel jumping in with a pullback, and Shente goes down and gives first blood to the Aatrox. Popping on down there. What a play. Oh my Che. What a crazy invade right there. Rel just jumping on in. Alright, they're rotating up here, and they're probably gonna back. Aatrox backed already. Hopping on down that top lane life. Oh, Hecarim's looking. Oh, they're looking for the deep invade. They're going in for a second time. Only 4 of them now. Take a look here. Alright, Volibear is there. Oh, they're going on Shente again. Oh, but a nice save over there with a quick escape flash to get out of the Rel. And red buff is taken here by the squad. SDSU coming in. I do see that F in chat already. It's not looking too pretty. Alright, nice echo right there with the Chaos Master popping down, trying to get that stun. Okay, Hecarim's just jumping down, going on in fast. Bomb goes on Seraphine. Wow, some aggressive plays coming from SDSU. Oh, Heckram's running straight towards his red. He wants to contest against Volibear in the jungle. He doesn't want to go straight across. He wants red buff and got out of there. All right, Shantae looking low. Rel flashing in, going and getting that poke down, and there they go. Unfortunate. Wow. You're right, G-Man. Pickle is going to have a bad time up in the top lane. Aatrox now has a kill. Got a little bit of gold boost, but we got to see how the CS game really goes. So, it's all right. Yeah, hopping on down there, doing some work. Seraphine is pushed under tower, though. Not looking too pretty. Up in the top lane, we got Mega Gnar going on down there. Just kind of waited on out. And Aatrox could go in. Oh, he's jumping on down, throwing him down, getting a nice stun on the Aatrox, doing some damage, but Aatrox coming on back. Big Pickle's out of Mega Gnar, both at half health, just a tad under each, and now they're healing on up. What a great engage coming from Big Pickle in the top lane. Showing him how it's done. Unfortunate, missed a CS, but is still up by 1. All right, Rel's jumping on in here, doing some good damage on Nayunara, doing some work. Getting that back and forth from Nayunara, though. The heal river bouncing on out. Oh my Che-Che, here goes Shantae bringing in that heat, doing some damage with Rel, and she's able to horse back up and get out of there. Oh man, unfortunate. Swain is walking around though. He is almost double CS of Misfortune. That's not looking hot. Okay, the W from Tristana and a good E with the Q to speed up the attack speed and throwing that bomb as her E. Bring that damage out. All right, Heckram's up here. Okay, he throws down the damage, bringing it in, trying to get that crow out there, and Jet Jaguar's looking low as heck, but there they go. Seraphine tried coming on down. Tristana saw it happening and just went down. Oh, we see a double flash. Oh, the double kill for Tristana as the lightning didn't strike in time for the Volibear shield, and it couldn't quite get his save, and the kill on Heckram. Oh, my Che-Che. What a back and forth. Big Pickle not looking too hot. Oh, but it was still able to pull him after he jumped, trying to get away from the Aatrox chain. But alas, he was able to get away in the end. He is, a nice stun after that hit there. Oh, he is 1 level behind Aatrox right now. He's got to get that catch up. Aatrox is not looking like he's an easy peasy lane. It's not looking too hot right now. It's not looking too hot. Big Pickle's gotta try to make a comeback with the CS game. Yeah, see what happens. All right, Aatrox warded the jungle there, the river. Bring it in. Heckram's getting ready to come on up. Okay, checking it out. All right, Nayunara's clearing some wards. Got a pink in the bush. All right, throwing down that Q, Big Pickle. Yep. All right, the W into the E and the Q and the W again, and getting a kill and Wing out of there. Tristana in the mid lane, popping off. Heckram's walking around. He's gonna go right at Volibear, trying to steal that Gromp. Ooh, smited. Getting that nice back and forth there. Heckram's just going in. Okay, good lightning to slow down the Heckram there. Volibear could have gone in, but he was like, hey, I could be here right now. Heckram's like, all right, I understand. I'm going to back off. Okay, bringing it in. Getting that E on that turret. Oh, Tristana can just take out turrets like no tomorrow. So for you guys who don't know, Tristana has one main ability that makes it so that she's really good at pushing lanes. That's her E ability, and that's that little bomb that looks like a kind of wardy-ish kind of blob that she puts on top of people. If the bomb is set on somebody, if she auto attacks whatever that is, then it slowly grows and her Q speeds up her auto attack. Now, it blows up, damages things around him, and damages its targets. What brings her really good is the fact that that E and that bomb can go on top of turrets. It's one of the very few abilities that can actually affect turrets, which makes her damage crazy when pushing lanes. And and a 3-man jump in. Big Pickle's not looking too hot, and the bomb goes off from Tristana, and he goes down. Big Pickle taken out. Given to the Tristana. She's now 4-0. Down here in the bot lane, we're going a lot of damage onto Shente. The bubble to stop the Rel from doing work. Shente still in. The flash from Swain, but the miss of the Q, and Shente is still alive. Hey, Yunara with the sweet bubble save. That's what you like to see, folks. That's what you like to see. All right, checking out that W for the heal down there. Getting it out. All right, checking it down. Bring it back. Okay. Volibear's running in. He's jumping down, doing some work, doing some damage, bringing in that heat, walking back and forth. Getting off of Rel, not going to be able to catch that horse, and unfortunately not grabbing Swain. Alright, trying to get this Tristana away. She's coming down. She's just running on in. Alright, the E's landed on the volley. Get away from that bomb. It's going to do some serious damage. Volibear is able to get out of there. Can we get a quote in chat, please? There's Veggie with the quotes. We got him. All right, pushing that tower. Trying to get that first tower plating. Swain's doing some work. Misfortune is able to pop him off and destroy that wave there. Oh, Seraphine getting jumped on by the Hecarim. The ult from the Hecarim. And there's the W up as well. And Tristana with the Q and the bomb. Taking her down in the mid lane. She's now 5-0 with 1 assist. All right, Aatrox going in. The ultimate from Gnar. Throwing him away instead of into the wall there. All right, and Herald has been dropped. Shelly doing some damage. There is no delay on the stream right now. Okay, doing some work. Okay, back and forth here. All right, Aatrox going in, trying to get that Q damage. Alas, Gnar's able to make it out of there. Okay, looks like Dragon is being engaged here by Tristana and Hecarim. There we go. Nice take of the Ocean Drake. Bringing that heat. All right. Checking it out. We'll see what the second dragon is in just a bit. As it pops up. All right, they do see Hecarim. They do see Rel there. Trying to clear those wards. They placed another ward and she can't clear that one. But yeah. Ooh, and there we go. There we go. Trying to get that back and forth. Okay, here in the top lane. All right, Gnar gets a nice stun, but Aatrox is able to just walk it off. Throws the Q, doesn't pick it up because he can't get in there. Okay, bringing it back and forth, doing some work. Misfortune doing some damage. Let's just take a look at the CS down here. It's crazy. That's really not looking too good at all. In the top lane now, about almost 50 CS down. Okay, Volibear taking some damage, ulting on the Tristana, having the flash out of there after that amazing damage with the Kraken Slayer. Oh no, Nami's getting caught out. Hecarim's just gonna run around her, going back on in there. She hits him with the ultimate under tower, getting on out under the Misfortune ultimate. He goes down under tower. What an amazing play, and a double kill for Misfortune. What a shutdown, and there's the Tristana looking low, and she does not get taken out as Misfortune went down just barely. Ooh. Let's see if that sweet kill on Tristana could have happened. I don't know. That was an amazing play in the bot lane there. Nayunara just hugging that tower, keeping him in that Misfortune ult, bringing that action. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Oh, nice Q hit. on the Gnar. He jumps out of the chain, though. He's out of there. Oh, there is the Earth Drake, or Mountain Drake, I should say. Mountain Drake is our second drag. So we know the map is going to be either Cloud or Infernal. Here's hoping for that Infernal Drake, so that way Hecarim doesn't go speeding around. Okay, trying to W out of there. Ooh, the nice charm ultimate from Seraphine. Volibear going in, but he goes down real fast to the Tristana. And here we have Rel coming on in with a nice knock up in the airborne on Chaos Master. And double kill for Tristana. What an amazing play for Tristana there. Geez, just jumping around. Trying to walk back and forth on in there. Wow. Okay, back and forth, doing some damage. They're going to steal the red buff there, SDSU. Bringing the heat. Swain's waiting for him. He wants to 2v1 this? Could be. Oh, there's the root. Oh, bringing it on in, and the nice stun bubble on the Rel. The Nami ult as well. Oh, it's Swain ulting in with some damage. Killing Misfortune under tower there just barely as he flashed in to get that kill. With the ultimate just popping on down there. Wow. Rel's going to walk over here and take out that pink ward. Jeez. Not that CS again. This is top lane, double CS. Jungle, almost double CS. Mid lane, double CS. In the bot lane, Misfortune isn't double. Like, well, Swain isn't double of Misfortune CS, but it's still about 40, 45 down. Plus the Rel difference as well. That's still another, wow. That's almost double. It's getting close to double CS there. That is not pretty. It's not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight at all. Okay, up here in the top lane. We have top laners in the top lane doing top lane stuff here. Aatrox's going to hit that Q, but it misses because Gnar jumps out. Hecarim is speedy boy, hits the ultimate button, throws him across the map with the E, brings him down. Aatrox throwing down that damage and that chain to pull Gnar back in. Getting a nice kill for Aatrox, now 2-0 with the Hecarim speeding around the map like no one's business. This is why we need them to not get Cloud Drake as a map, because Hecarim will just get that speed back and forth. All right, Tristana, go ahead, take out Volibear, why don't you? And getting a double kill there, Misfortune going on in, trying to come around from behind. Aatrox doing some damage on a triple kill, quadra kill for Tristana. What a play! Wow! The Ibis coming in there. The bot lane. Wow, now 13-0. Tristana doing some work. Okay, I've got a mid lane push, and here's Hecarim in the top lane with the second herald of the map. Dragon is up, but it doesn't look like they're going after it quite yet, as Hecarim is in the top lane. Oh, and here we see a nice root there, and Rel getting a kill on Misfortune. Unfortunate for Misfortune. Looks like it dropped an S in the miss. Alright, bringing that mid lane, taking out that inhib tower. They could take the inhib right here. Yep, they're going for it. Bringing out that action. Looks like Rel's going to rotate down to the bot lane, probably with Swain. Oh, it looks like the whole gang's going down there. Into the bot lane to try to push that up. Aatrox is going to stay in the top lane here with this nice split push. Hecarim's actually going to run at the dragon because no one's going to contest him. Nami with a miss of the ult, and the Volibear trying to go in on Tristana, but Tristana taking her out. Misfortune ulting, but everyone was able to make it on out of there. Gnar getting a triple stun with his ultimate, but then goes down
onto Tristana, and a nice double kill for Swain over here. She's going in on the Seraphine. Tristana's gonna try to do some damage. She was getting the tower going on her, and Rel's gonna try to do some work, but Chaos Master puts up his shield, and Rel is still alive. The nice root there, and trying to get some damage, but alas, Rel is here and takes out the Seraphine. Volibear is back up and alive and trying to do some damage onto the Rel, but Rel is so tanky, can't really do it as Hecarim came in, and with the Tristana, they get a nice kill for Tristana. Yet again, the bottom inhib does go down, and we see a back coming from Tristana. Wow, what a play, wow. All right, in the top lane, Aatrox is gonna back off now. There we go. All right, they are going to start drag now. Clearing pinks over here. Rel's going to do some work in the bush. Hecarim is going to be able to just take that dragon free of charge. Free of charge. No taxes here. Taking a look at it. Bringing it down around. All right, doing some work. Doing some work. Mountain Drake has been secured, and it is a cloud map. Oh man, unfortunate for the University of Montana, as Hecarim's gonna be able to just zip across the map like no tomorrow. His speed buff was dangerous before, and now it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay, here we see an ult from the Nami, and there's the Zhonya's on the Swain. Going back and forth here, we do see the stun on the Volibear, and Swain goes and takes him out. Nice triple ult again from the Gnar, but a double kill for Swain to go back and forth, and there's Tristana as well with a W doubling in. Going on down there. All right, throwing down that damage. They're going to be able to end the game here. Most likely, it's looking close. Misfortune ulting, not doing too much damage. The Aatrox going in back here. Shentai doing some work on the Swain, trying to do some damage, but alas, Swain gets on in there, and the Nexus is going down, and game one is set for the match. All right, good game, everyone. SDSU coming out strong there, as the University of Montana just couldn't get that push that they needed after that invade, that sweet invade at the very beginning. Just kind of shut down the University of Montana there. The CS scores were just not looking pretty at all of that game. So, wow. What a match, what a match. So, we're going to go ahead and take a 5-10 minute break. We will be back shortly, so get up, stretch, take some water breaks, and make sure you guys are stretching out your eyes, you know, and have a good one. And we'll see you in about 5-10 minutes.
back, everybody. Hope the break was nice for you, as it was short and sweet. Off to a great start here. We've switched sides. Jackrabbits are on blue, and we're on red this time. Looks like we got kind of the same bands going on here. Anivia, and then Lulu. We got Viego and Evelyn, and now an Udyr. And now we'll see if we have a third duplicate. So. Going in, taking away here. Yep, and there's the victor. And there's the victor. All right, so exact same bands as last time. Looks like they first picked Galio. Instead of banning Galio during the second ban phase, they're going to pick him. Interesting. Take a look to see what the Griz decide to do. Oh, we got a Poppy pick. Okay. So, this is going to be interesting. Yep, I think it is going to happen. Jet Jaguar loves playing Poppy, and I think we might see a Poppy jungle this game. Could be fun, could be entertaining. We'll see what happens with it, really. All right, we got Malphite pick. Malphite we've seen on Big Pickle. You know, he's played it a bunch. Indeed. Malphite most likely in the top lane. Silas probably to counter pick that Malphite. Silas being able to steal not only Poppy's ult, but Malphite's ult. Malphite's ult is the kicker, which gives Silas a really good engage. Or a really good finisher. Okay. Ooh, the Lilia pick. Lilia in the jungle. Or in the mid lane, I don't know. Could be either. But it's going to be interesting. If Lilia's in the jungle against Poppy, Poppy's not going to have a good time against Lilia. Poppy's got to get close. And Lilia, she can just keep throwing those little sleep balls and keeping damage from afar. I mean, she can go in. She can jump around like that. And she does have the kind of little AoE burst. But, I don't know. Could be dangerous. Could be risky. A Zyra pick. Okay, so the Zyra pick's interesting. Could be support. Could be mid lane. Unsure. Alright, Tristana is banned. Tristana's banned. From the Griz. Alright. Not too surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't ban it in the first section, but I think those 3 bans are just that prominent that they needed to ban. Alright, and then we got Lucian. Alright, looks like they banned Yone. And they could ban... They don't have the Galio to ban anymore because they picked him. So we are going to see a new ban coming from the Jackrabbits here. They picked Hecarim so that we didn't pick Hecarim. So I'm wondering if they could ban Hecarim. Oh, no. Because they see the Poppy, so why would they ban Hecarim? Alright, they banned out that mid lane. Well, we could get another Seraphine play, though. Seraphine was not banned. We'll see if it decides to be picked. We'll see. But I think they know how to really play against... Oh. Okay. Interesting. Pantheon pick. I think Shente is going to be playing Pantheon in the bot lane. Yeah, I think I've definitely seen him play Pantheon a bit. I think that's powerful. I still am unsure about the Zyra, if it's going to be on Neyunara or if it's going to be on Chaos Master. We'll find out, though. We will find out in the last pick. Looks like they picked Jinx as their ADC. We don't have... Potentially. Alright, they do pick Seraphine as the last pick. Okay, they are unsure about the Zyra as well. They don't know if Zyra support or Zyra mid lane. And so they pick it out. Oh, and we got a Pyke pick. Okay. Pyke and Zyra. Got Pyke and Zyra here. Both could go mid lane, both could go support. I'm thinking that this is a Zyra mid lane Pyke support. And I think Pantheon is the ADC. And I think they want to go Pyke support because Pantheon he has one ranged ability and then he has a jump ability to jump to a target. So I think the combo here is if Pyke, Pantheon can poke out with his Q, and then Pyke, if he lands a Q, Pantheon can then jump on top of somebody, getting them a double CC there, and being able to combo and get that in the melee range that Pantheon needs to do his damage. So I think that's the best combo because Zyra, although she's really good support, she has one knockup and then her plants are all ranged. And then her ultimate is a knockup. So she has, I guess she does have a root. She can throw out a root. Honestly, both are just great combos with Pantheon. They would be really great combos in the bot lane. All right, yep, there's the Poppy in the jungle. Got Malphite and Sylas in the top lane. Taking a look here. Nate Babe. Picking the Lilia. Yep. Galio in the mid lane. Okay, so it is Pyke mid. So I was wrong. What I thought. But Zyra support is still really good. Right? So it's good. And I guess no, because both combos rely on the support to land a CC. And so the support has to do work so that Pantheon can do work. So shout out to Gage for the weird picks. Dang, the Gage Weston. Wow. Okay. Taking a look here. We do have that Pantheon ADC. I like it. Bringing it strong. Jinx throwing it on down there. And then we do have the Seraphine support. Jinx Seraphine is going to be interesting against Pantheon Zyra. If they can play it right, they just have to avoid the Zyra knock. I think that Pyke, in my opinion, I think Pyke would have been a better matchup with Pantheon than Zyra. What do you guys think? We got the coach in the chat. Here. So taking a look there. I mean, Zyra has a lot of good potential. She has 2 different forms of CC. And then she has her plant bulb she can place down, which can give her bonus damage to the lane, which is really nice. Then I guess Zyra against Galio would have been scary. I get a Pyke against Galio is probably pretty scary too. I mean, you gotta build tenacity on Pyke, but I don't even know with the new items, if it's gonna be a Kraken Slayer build. I don't know if Pyke can do a Kraken Slayer build, or does he go Duskblade? I don't know about that one. I have not looked at Pyke build with the new items yet. I haven't seen it. I haven't thought about it. I'm trying to think though, because I mean against Galio, like he's a tank, so typically people will do Kraken Slayer against tank because Kraken Slayer is just so good. It's such a good item. But then with how Pyke plays, I don't think Kraken Slayer is good for him. I mean, Master Yi uses Kraken Slayer all the time, so that's a plus. That's a bonus. So I don't know. All right, well, we're gonna take a quick break for the spectator delay, and we will be back in about a couple minutes. And we get off that the ball rolling there for the actual game, and stick around. We will see you soon. All right, peace out. the stream here. Taking a look at all that we got. That KDL out, Seraphine Indy. We got Christmas Jinx. Yeah, we got some fun skins. That's what we got. Got some fun stuff. All right, we're gonna take a look at how this game is gonna turn out. Checking it all out. Oh, yep, here we go. Minimap scaling. Bring it back up. Nice. Alright, bringing back that action. Looks like we got Infernal Drake first. We got a 5-man running up to the top to give the jungler a red buff. They're going in. They're going. They got that Hextech Galio skin. Rocking it. Okay, they're walking around this way. All right, we got a 5-man stack over here. Looks like they're gonna run in towards their red buff. Looks like we're gonna switch sides here. We're switching sides. We got Pyke going in first with the Q, but doesn't really matter. Oh, well, looks like they aren't taking the red buff up in the top. They did get a ward. Looks like Griz got 2 wards in the jungle here, coming from Poppy and Pyke. Very interesting. All right, no time to back to get the sweepers, but they are going to be able to go in here and help with the blue. Malphite has to get up to the top lane. He was taking way too long down there in the bot. Looks like Lilia's just chilling up there with the crows. Just going to take that. All right. That signs the Poppy that Poppy needs to run on over. All right, back and forth here in the center. Chaos Master and Galio just going back and forth, getting to it. Okay, good Q onto the Silas there. Oh, nice Poppy engage coming in strong, and Pyke just barely missing the Q to hook him back. I think Poppy's gonna go back in though. Lilia's here now. Oh, and the nice dash over with the Q on the ground, doing some damage, throwing down that damage. A flash for the first blood to Jet Jaguar, and then Lilia taking the kill there. Pyke looking really low, and Lilia with the double kill. Oh my, Che Nayunara going down to the Seraphine, as Jinx and Seraphine getting that snare with the double team of a snare. Oh my, Che. I hadn't even thought about it. I hadn't even thunk it. But the Seraphine, if the Seraphine lands a stun, Jinx can throw down her traps immediately. And therefore, a double stun chain then happens. And they can just pop a target. They can just pop them. Or vice versa. If somebody lands on the trap, then, oh, Big Pickle looking low. He's looking real low, but he has the healing pot, and he popped it. The corruption potion. Oh, my Che. Okay, jumping on. Getting a nice root there, doing some damage, getting that shield up. Trying to get that slow, but Jinx doesn't quite. And Shente getting a kill, going in now on Seraphine, getting ready to jump. He's ready to throw it on down here. Getting a jump, and there's a stun in the root throughout to the kill for Zyra. Here comes Poppy and the Gallia, almost getting to the wall, but not quite. In the nice pull from the Pyke to get a kill for Poppy, and Lilia in the bot lane getting a kill on Pantheon. Doing some work on Nayunara, but Nayunara has plants, but she goes down anyways. Double kill for Lilia in the bot lane. Oh my Che, what a play. AJ Icon, good to see you, my man. Here in the top lane, Big Pickle looking real low as Silas gets low as well. Wow. Okay, Poppy coming in with the hit, the Q, and the shield throw, but the root coming from the Seraphine is now a 2v1. Jet Jaguar's looking low. He's now at a quarter hit points. He's now dead. Oh my Che, what an amazing play down here in the bot lane, going back and forth here. Wow. Whew.
What an amazing back and forth. That was kill after kill after kill. Here in the mid lane, Chaos Master's jumping around with Galio here. Back in the bot lane, oh, we get a root over here on the Zyra. Coming back into the jungle here. You got that right, Veggie. No farming in the jungle, no CS game. Only killing people. That's how you get your gold. Coming on in here, getting that, trying to get that root. Seraphine's only using that echo to get that root. That's a nice thought out from Seraphine. All right, Silas going on in, getting that knock airborne. Oh, here in the mid lane, we do have an airborne and the nice stun to get out of there from the Pyke. Here in the bot lane, though, we do have some plants in the bush. Oh, Silas doing some work and taking out Big Pickle like no tomorrow in the top lane. Taking a look here, we got some back and forth in the bot lane. Jinx trying to do some work, getting that W on out there on Shente. Okay, he's throwing that Q down. Oh, the root, and he's going on in. Jinx has red and blue buff. Just now noticed that. All right, Pyke dashing on out of there, and Poppy is in there. Oh, we get a W out there from the Jinx. All right, Pyke throwing him out there, and Galio trying to go in, but the nice dash and E into the Galio for the nice Q play, and Jet Jaguar with a kill in the mid lane. Pyke getting out of there with a nice hook, and then E coming from Poppy to dash into him. Now, for you guys who don't know, Poppy's E is a targeted ability on another champion that when she hits them, they push forward in a direction. And if you hit into a wall, it stuns them. So getting that positioning as Poppy is huge. Silas is level 6 now, doing some damage on Big Pickle. Looks like Galio's doing some work. And the Dragon, wow, I didn't even look at the mini-map, but Dragon got 1v1 by Lilia there. Wow. Looks like Ocean Drag is second drag. All right. Checking it out. We have Pyke getting that hooks, doing some damage on Galio here, dashing on out. Doing some work. Doing some work. Project Pyke. It's an interesting skin. All right, nice hook again. Bringing Galio to half health. He's using his Q to get CS. That's the kicker here. That's the kicker that we've seen in almost every game so far is the enemy team always seems to be ahead of the University of Montana in CS. Really stacking it. Here in the top lane, Malphite just can't do anything. Oh my Che, look at him go. He's not even level 6 yet. He has 14 CS compared to 62 from Silas. Malphite shows his face in the top lane and Silas just claps him. Like, Malphite has the ability that actually claps his hands together, but Silas is the one doing the clapping. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that's all I'm seeing. All right, we do have a taunt here coming from the Galio. Pyke going on in, trying to do some work, does some damage. He's gonna get him with the Q, throw back, and Poppy's coming into the ultimate from Pyke, taking out and executing the Galio for the gold kill. Nicely done. Okay, the miss echo of that snare right there. Ooh, juked Chaos Master in the mid lane as well, coming on down here with Poppy, bringing it out. Jet Jaguar doing some work with the ultimate, getting on out of there. Looking low because of the turret now. Trying to do some damage here. We do have Pyke coming from the jungle. Okay, come on, come on. This is quite the close game. All right, nice root on the Zyra, doing some damage. Oh, and the kill on Nayunara goes to the Seraphine, and Jinx trying to get that nice trap there with the monkeys. But alas, she didn't make it. Galio is over here taking out some wards in the bot lane. Okay, oh my Che, look at him go. Silas just popping on off in the top lane yet again. Doing some work. Poppy is walking around here in the bot lane. Jinx is out of mana, but that doesn't really matter when you're an ADC. I mean, unless, you know. I take that back. I take that back. I guess Jinx, it doesn't really matter when you're Jinx. When you're Jinx, her auto attack is such the focus of her that, you know, it's interesting. Wow. Wow. Lilia is building Night Troller. Oh my Che, never before seen. What is this? Oh my Che, what a mythical item. What a mythical item. Oh, the Q just hooked the minion. Looks like Chaos Master's out of mana. Oh, he's getting knocked into. And the dash to get a stun out of there. Bring it in. Ooh, Poppy is here. She could walk around here. Silas is over the wall for the crows. It's a bait. Oh, the flash from the Silas and the ultimate steal to kill Pyke with his own ultimate. What an amazing play there. All right, we got the back and forth here. Zyra's coming down in the bot lane. Poppy's in a 2v1. Doing a nice ultimate knock-up dash into Galio, into the wall to stun him. A Pyke just miss of that Pyke ultimate coming from Silas. And alas, the dash over to the Poppy to get the kill. Silas taking him out. And there was a nice kill there. On to Galio, and oh, some damage coming from Seraphine onto Pantheon, and the double kill shutdown from Lilia. What a play. What a play. Wow. All right, Herald has been dropped in the mid lane. First tower does go down. All right, we got 10 seconds to Ocean Drag. See what Pyke decides to do against this Lilia. Has to get out of there, but doesn't make it out at all. Lilia takes the kill. All right, Seraphine is down here. I didn't even see Seraphine behind the Herald. Like, I couldn't even see it. I think Pyke also didn't see Seraphine. A nice kill coming from Poppy and Zyra there on the Lilia. Wow. What a save. What a save. Ooh, there's the Malphite clap. Silas is going to go in. I know it. All right, jump onto the Jinx coming from Shente. Doing some damage, doing some work. Hits the E button with that shield. Lots of damage coming from Jinx for the back off there. What a play. Bringing in that action in the bot lane. Galio with the taunt. Getting that play onto the Pyke. And the TP coming from Silas. Silas has Malphite ult. Bringing in the action. Bringing in the action. Here we do see Galio is backing. Ocean Drag is up. It's been up for a bit now. We'll see if anybody decides to play around it. Oh, and the ultimate from Silas using that Malphite ultimate to get a double knock. And Zarya using hers to stop him. And the Jinx ult missing everyone just barely. Poppy's now ready to walk around. See if Seraphine shakes that scuttle. Pyke has to dash on out of there. Poppy just barely not making that into the dash of the Pyke ultimate. But the heal coming from Silas there. Oh, and the shutdown anyways. Kevin Poppy the gold. Now Poppy's got Divine Sunderer. We do have 2 Dirks on players. We got Pyke and Pantheon both getting Dirks there. We'll see. All right, engagement from Big Pickle here, knocking up the Jinx. And the Q doing some damage, trying to get that a nice jump from Shente, and the shutdown goes to Malphite, and the kill goes to Lilia on Malphite, and then a double kill on the Pantheon there, coming from Lilia, popping on down. All right, they're walking straight at Dragon. They're going to take this opportunity. Bringing the action, doing some damage. Dashing it on through. Okay. Looks like second drag is going to go to SDSU. And mountain map. All right. Get some rocks. Get some rocks everywhere. Yeah. Changing up that map. See that rock that just moved? Yeah, that's a rock. All right, Lilia taking that blue buff, getting that action. Stealing it. What a little thief. Little thief. Okay. The ball goes. Getting that drowsy. Shantae looking real low. Under tower, he does manage to get on out there. Nice long range root from the Zyra. Up here, Jinx is going against the Malphite there. Trying to do some work. All right, inner tower goes down. Malphite is trying to run at this Jinx. Jinx has a lot of good damage. She doesn't have Kraken Slayer, but it doesn't really matter when Malphite has such little gold, and he doesn't even have first item yet. Oh, and the ultimate right there for the snipe from Jinx. And Galio was right there to take him out anyways if he didn't get into that ultimate. So it's not looking too hot. All right, looks like second Herald is going to get taken here by SDSU. Really getting that objective play. Nice channeling coming from the Galio here. He's on a back. There he is. There he is. What an amazing play. What an amazing skin. Look at that. Look at that Hextech skin. Look at that Hextech skin that isn't even, like, it doesn't even cost the same as normal Hextech skin. That's dedication. Roots. Going down onto Shentai. He's going in. He's trying to jump. He's flashing into the bush. He's at 1 hit point, and Seraphine takes him out. The stun, however, goes on to Seraphine from Poppy. Clapping him back and forth. Malphite and Poppy are running after Seraphine. And a nice E to dash into the Seraphine there. She flashes over the wall. Galio goes and gets a double knockup with his ultimate there. And alas, Seraphine is walking out of here, but Jet Jaguar will not let go of the pressure and goes, however, and takes the Galio into the wall here, going and doing some nice work. He's going to pop on that damage, bringing it back and forth, and a nice jump in with the ultimate there. Popping down the damages. Lilia, Jet Jaguar trying to take out Galio, but alas, getting shielded. He makes it out alive. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that damage coming from Pyke, getting a kill on to Silas. Veggie, you're right. Hextech Poppy is a sweet skin, but like all of the Hextech skins typically cost these purple gems. You know, that come from boxes exclusively. You can't buy them any other way. And a nice kill goes for Galio. And there's a kill on Galio from Pyke as Pyke didn't go down. Nicely done. And the inhib tower stays up. No, it does not as Lilia takes it down after Herald brings it on down out of there. Oh, and a nice ultimate from Jinx doing almost nothing because Malphite just absorbed it. All right, bringing out that nice little traps. Bringing it down there. Okay. Pyke is queuing a minion. Oh, Silas going in with the chains, bringing it down the damage. Some action right there. Poppy coming on back. A nice ultimate coming from Silas as he stole it from Malphite. Jet Jaguar now in a 1v3, but now he is in a 3v3 as Zyra and Pantheon are back. Poppy's walking around here. Jinx is around. And a nice miss right there of that. Oh, and Poppy's just jumping around, trying to do what he can. But alas, just couldn't make it. Couldn't make it. Wow. As I was saying, Veggie, see, every single Hextech skin takes those perfect purple gemstones, but Galio, Hextech Galio, does not. It's the only one that just, you can buy it like a normal skin. All right, nice ultimate from Zyra there, giving Malphite there a double kill after Silas goes in underneath the Nexus tower there. And the home tower for the shutdown. Wow. What an amazing play. What an amazing play. Look at that. Look at that skin. Wow. Here comes Hextech Poppy to show him what's up. Show him what a true Hextech skin really is. Yeah, knock him out of there. Don't get that taunt on the Pyke. Yeah. Bring down that damage. Yeah, good hook right there going in a 4v1 and Pyke getting a good kill on the Galio. Now 4-4. He's going on in there. All right, Malphite going to take out this pink ward. That's a nice little dragon head. Looks like they're going to start drag. Try to get that third Drake. Lilia is running towards Dragon, though. Trying to get it. No, she's going to stay at her red buff. She knows. She knows. All right. Nicely done, Jet Jaguar. Doing some work. Objectives. All right, bringing in the heat. Lilia throwing it down. Getting that camp clear. All right, first Mountain Drake went to UMT, which is nice. Puts SDSU down 1 drag. Which is good, which is good. All right. All right, Jet Jaguar's going to hit it. What is that ward? It's just like every time he hits it, it just like pops. Goes like, blah. Looks like they're starting Baron. They started it at the 20-minute mark. Now that's some objective gameplay. Is this Hearthstone? I mean, Heroes of the Storm? Is this an objective-based game? Here's the Storm. Hello? Okay, okay. Bring that damage. And Baron buff goes to the team as SDSU has it now. Yeah. Oh, he's getting pinched. He's getting pinched. He's trying to dash him into the wall, and the ultimate going down, but alas. Seraphine gets the kill. Nice Malphite ultimate here onto the Lilia, though. Getting a nice little back and forth with the Drowsy. She takes out Malphite and then takes out Pantheon. Nayunar is looking real low up here. Didn't quite see how that happened, but with Seraphine and Jinx right here, and Silas just right in the back. Nice double kill and an ace for the team as Pike and Nayunar just get taken out there. Oof. Looks like the towers are going down real quick. And I think this is game, ladies and gentlemen, as Poppy just comes back up. Nice takeout, but the Silas, he got executed. Unfortunate. But Glue Stick has left the game. Oh, man. What an amazing match. What an amazing match indeed. Wow. What a play, what a play, what a play. Throughout the entire game, we had that kill after kill after kill after kill moment. Then we had a lot of back and forth action. We had just some crazy gameplay. But when it comes down to it, that CS deficit and that gold depletion really kicks you in the behind, if you know what I'm saying. But good games all around. Amazing games all around. SDSU, good to have you. Good to see you and good to play with you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for tonight. I have been your host, Disco Potato, coming at you live from the eSports training room as always. Join us tomorrow for not only Overwatch, but Apex Legends as well. Without further ado, we will see you then. Have a good one, folks.